What's up, everyone? Welcome back to What's Warhammer. I'm Gracier Rob, and today I thought I would do a prediction video. Now, I've done these before, and let's be honest, I'm amazing at them, right? I think I'm batting 1,000, which isn't true, but I'm basically a starseer, right? Like, I'm predicting on a pretty high level, right? So, I'm going to do a prediction video, and none of you are going to guess what it's about. Okay, and I'm definitely not going to put it in the title or the description because I just want you to just be blown away when I say what I'm about to say, right? I am thinking in January that Seraphon are going to get a major update. Holding for gasps. Okay, and now that you're done just shocked and you've got all your cries of outrage out there, okay? I just want to go through why I think this. I'll just want to calm you down, okay? And just make you see what I see in my crystal ball, okay? So, I know Seraphon are a beloved army, and they probably sell well. I think they sell quite well. And you're saying, but Rob, these miniatures are amazing. Like, look at that Carnosaurus. Or Carnosaur. It looks so good. And I agree with you. Seraphon, so even though, most people would know me, Skaven are my one true love, but Seraphon, or Lizardmen at the time, were the first army that I ever started collecting, like, right when they came out. In, like, 95 or whatever it was. I was, like, 14 at the time, super into Jurassic Park and dinosaurs and the whole nine. When they came out, I lost my freaking mind, and I bought one of everything. Okay, so now that we've got that, my love of Seraphon and Lizardmen is true. Only everyone knows, only the ignorant call the creatures Lizardmen. But my love for all lizard folk is one and true, okay? But here we go. These are my reasons why. Hope you enjoy, all right? So, the slan. Okay, start. Calm down, guys. Calm down. Okay, whoops. Did not mean to do that. I actually like this model. I think it looks kind of dope, right? But it is Finecast. And Finecast is the devil's cocaine, right? He just crushes it up and snorts it right up his... Well, let's say nose. We'll keep this, somewhat. Yeah, okay. But the thing is Seraphon are a very popular army, and they need plastic hero models. And honestly, I would be fine if they pretty much just made this in plastic. I think this model is godlike. So I'm not saying change it, but I think this is my least of, this is the least. We're going to go, as we go along, we're going to see better and better reasons to update. Right, so this is the least of them, but still, he's Finecast. He needs an update, okay? Right? You guys with me? Okay, let's move on. Kroxigor. Now, these models aren't that bad, but again, they're Finecast. What I would really like to see them do is, of course, make them plastic, right? Make them not an abject nightmare to put together, and also make them, updated. I like this model in particular is quite cool, but like, right? And he should be plastic, and they should have a dual kit with them, Maybe give them the power fists from Total War, because the reason that these models just aren't good enough is if you look at Total War, and even though this pose is ridiculous, like, honestly, like, look at him. Like, what's he doing? Right? Hey, guys. Come on. Play with me, Like, he looks pathetic. But the model looks way cooler, right? So, there we go. That's reason number 2, okay? Now we're on to reason number 3. Bam. Razor Dawn. Not the worst model, okay? It's not that bad. Again, though, it's Finecast, and I'm not going to do all of the Finecast models here. There's a bunch that I didn't even cover because the Sunblood, the what's it called? The Astrolith bearer. Like all those models are really cool to me. And Croak, he's he's fine cast as well, and he's a character. He could be a dual kit with the Slan, like that'd be cool, right? But everything about this kit is old, it's outdated. A dual kit with the salamanders would be just such an easy answer, and it would look great, right? Okay. Now, the Saurus Knights are fine, right? That's what you're saying. I actually meant to leave these for later on, to be honest. Didn't predict that one. But they look kind of cool here because they're covering up the worst part of the model. And that is the face of Barney the dinosaur. Now, the crazy thing is from what I understand, these models came out at the same time as the Cold One Riders of the Dark Elves. And the Cold One Riders, or the Cold Ones, look so much cooler than these Derposaurs. I do not understand what happened. They look so bad. And you're saying, Rob, but they're not that bad compared to the Finecast. These aren't Finecast. These are plastic. Why? Why? They are honestly some of the worst looking models, in my opinion, in the entire range. And if Chaos Warriors are getting an update, then surely these guys need an update. Again, dual kit is the easy answer. Make some with, like with different, I don't know. There's so many things you could do. Like it really doesn't matter, but like you could have different heads. So have them be like slightly different dinosaurs and feet. So make them more like raptors and one more like, maybe like a Pachycephalosaurus or something like that, Or you could do something with the riders, give them maybe like a moving cavalry type of deal. I actually don't care, but these dinos have got to go. I think they're actually the worst models in the entire range. Actually, in all of Age of Sigmar, I think these dinosaurs are the worst. Sorry. Okay, now the skinks. The skinks don't look that bad. What you say is true. Okay? I actually kind of like them. But when you compare them, again, I don't want to keep bringing up these pictures, but in the Total War game, they look so much better. And it just kind of comes down to that. And it's not just Total War, because there are lots of models out there where they actually look pretty good. Like Ikit Claw. The model of Ikit Claw looks, in my opinion, even better than his counterpart in Total War. And the same could be said for Deathmaster Snitch. I think he has a way cooler model on the tabletop. And both of those guys are pewter. That predates Finecast. So there really is no excuse if Goblins and, again, Chaos Warriors and all these other older lines are getting an update. I think Seraphon, as a more popular faction, from what I understand, should get an update too. Now, popularity can be debated, whatever. I don't care about that, right? But, these are a basic infantry line of Seraphon, and even though I kind of like them, I think they need an update. And I think that's why the Seraphon book has been put off this long, right? Okay, now, I debated between putting this or the the Saurus Cavalry as the worst one. It looks so cool here, right? You're just like, but that looks dope. I agree with you. That does. Oops. Hello. But that doesn't. That looks like a wrinkly, like, painting. Like, what is that? It doesn't even look like a model. It looks, I don't even know what they're doing here. And that face, it's just so bad. And again, this is the Finecast thing. The Razor Dawn, similar, like they're both not great, but this could be made into a plastic dual kit so easy. It would just be so easy. Okay, now I've kind of gone on a little bit long here, longer than I meant to for sure, but now we're going to the main reason. And I think you guys know where I'm going with this, but they're not the worst models. They're not. Like, they're not good, right? But this is the main reason why I think they need to redo them, and it's because of the Saurus Warriors, because they're just not up to the standard that they have set in plastic models. And again, Seraphon are a popular army, and I don't want to compare it to Total War again, but like that's on a different level. It's not even, I'm not talking about the detail on the skin or anything like that. Like, they don't even need to do that. I'm just talking about the shape and silhouette of the models. Like, look at them. They don't look like they're even the same unit. This looks like the souped up version of their derpy cousins. Yeah, and I know how you feel. Like, I just went back to this picture here and you went, ugh. Like, at first you were probably thinking, yeah, that's not so bad, Rob. Calm yourself down. But then you go, bam, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, that is much better. And then you go back, no, put it away, right? And this is the only picture I could find where you could actually see them. Everything else was blocked, I think, because I had OBS up or something. But this is the souped up version of them, and you can see them a lot better here. But I mean, come on. Yes, I know these are the, whatever. They're the nicer version, the Jade clubs. Okay. So, I'm not even sure if that's true. I actually am not an expert on Total War, but like, let's just say that this is the souped up fancy version of them. In fact, I don't think they are. I think this isn't like a Regiment of Renown or anything. So this is just on another level, and it's obvious. And again, I don't care about like the skin detail. Like, let's say they just can't even do that yet with a plastic model. I don't care. Just look at the profile of it. It's on a completely different level. So every January they do, or sorry, not every January, but the last 2 years in a row, they've done a major update for an existing army. 2 years ago, it was Nurgle, and they redid a bunch of kits, right? And not all of them even needed it. Some people were arguing that they didn't even need it. And they came out with a book for them at the same time. And now Nurgle is on hard times again. Yeah, I'm sorry. But, and then last year it was Goblins, and Goblins got a bunch of updates. And a lot of people were saying, hey, the models weren't that bad. And honestly, I don't know if maybe like someone might say in, later that the difference between the Goblins in Total War or, the newer lines that they're capable of doing are even bigger differences than we're seeing between Saurus Warriors and Seraphon in general. But being that as it may, I wouldn't agree with that, but like, let's just say that's true for the sake of argument. Seraphon are at least, deserving of a major update. And I don't know who's more popular between Goblins or Seraphon. Like, they're obviously both very popular armies, but I know that Seraphon are very popular. So, I'm just going to horrify you one more time. Right? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I've, managed to capture your, or at least convince you, I won't say capture your imagination or anything crazy like that. Just, I hope I convinced you, and I hope even more so that it's true, because I really love Seraphon, and I would love for them to not only change the models and give a major update, but also make them competitive and fun to play again. Because right now you're pretty much just blue deck magic, teleporting around the table and denying stuff. So it would be cool if they were hard to kill, or super super killy, or just something, right? Something fun to do. And hopefully, I actually hope they don't get a terrain piece, because I'm so tired of carting around terrain pieces. But if they do, hopefully it's not too big, and if it'll probably be spawning pools, or like some kind of mini-ish ziggurat. But yeah, hopefully it isn't too bad, and it does something functional and cool. I hope they do get endless spells, because the Slann are supposed to be the best casters, in the old world. They're supposed to be the most powerful mages, and hopefully they represent that well. So yeah, here's hoping, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good night.